Oh, it's been good, man. It's good. I like America. I've always liked America, so I love the place. I love the city. I love in Seattle on the West Coast as well. So it's pretty
Oh,
early.
is that where you are? You're in Seattle?
Yeah. So it's only like 2 o'clock for me. Whereas
Uh,
it's like 5 for you or something.
it is 5 o'clock for me now. We started the tournament a little
Okay.
late just so we can try and organize things. Also, I hate waking up super early. So, really, the start times would accommodate me more than anything else.
All right, fair play. That's all right. Well, where are we at in the bracket? How's it going today? All right.
Bracket's gone pretty good. We have some stronger teams showing up. We just saw Jake Sims' team go against Taboo and Shiny, and Jake Sims' team managed to pull ahead on that one. So we're actually going to witness them right now. Games have gone pretty smoothly as far as I've known. I haven't been handling the back end since we turned on the casting. And we are approaching round 3 with the semifinals is going to be the next round. So whoever wins this is
Nice.
going to be facing Team 27 in the next round. And then we have Team 5 and Team 20 going at it right now. And we're currently, I believe, waiting on Team 26 and 30. There's a lot of numbers. 26 and 30 are currently going at it. And whoever wins that is going to face Team 21. So, just to give you a quick, if anyone's new, just tuning into the stream now, this is the PCL Arcade. So this is a community event where no one who participates on a competitive team. So we don't have Oxygen, we don't have Reborn, we don't have those names you're familiar with. These are single sign-up tournaments. Diamond players are allowed, but they're not allowed to be over the ranking of 1900 on Agora.
Okay.
So Jake Sim is just squeaking by on that one.
And still, really, the Agora rankings, I would say, even though if you're at that rank, I'm probably you're going to be a good player, but like I don't think the ranks on Agora or whatever other site at the moment are specifically great. So I think letting people like that in are going to be fine because you've got no decay, you've got no. Half the time the site's not up by the time the actual new season started and all this kind of stuff. So the site is very rough guide of people's plays.
Which is what we used it for to balance things out. And as the day went on, some people didn't show up because we had 200 registries on a single sign-up tournament. So people aren't going to show. So we had to consolidate teams, and this is the result of that. So we did balance the teams to the best of our abilities. And
it's still a lot. Yeah, that's still a lot of teams in there.
We had 31 times 5. I don't do math. That's not my actual forte. Let's see, 31 times 5. Bam, 155 people showed up for this tournament.
That's pretty good, man.
On our first run of this, right? Yeah, people we don't know.
Is this NA or both?
Both.
Whoever. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think it's primarily run on the NA servers, but the teams do have a mix of EU and NA teams, so there won't be a blatant ping advantage. Cool. Anyways, so we've talked long enough. I could use a bit of a break, so you can handle the play-by-play, and I'll follow along and try and do my best at being the Nate Holmes of this game. But I'm about ready when you are.
Yes, indeed.
All right.
Are we doing? You can call it.
All right. Okay. 3, 2, 1, and go. We are transitioning in. Welcome to round 3 of the PCL Arcade, and Jebro, take it away.
Okay, I don't know who's on what team, so you might want to tell me that one.
There's no. We're not going by. We're just gonna introduce the teams. We've been using orange and blue.
Okay.
As the general statements, because there's no actual team names in the tournament.
Fair play. Well, on blue, we're going to see Vindicated, who's going to be on Kwang. We're going to see Cami Tyke. Is that Cam Tyke? Or Cam Tiki? Whatever. He's going to be playing on Sparrow. Sith Lord Unicorn. Wow. He's going to be playing on Rampage, grabbing that ward and sticking out in the jungle. He's going to go back and replace that. Then we've got Decker, who's going to be that boy for you to envy, whatever. And then Raining Cute Dogs. On Howitzer. That almost actually getting caught out a little bit himself while trying to place ward down. So that was pretty interesting. Do you want to go for orange? I don't know how you've been doing.
I'll do the orange team. So we're seeing the team we just saw play 2 seconds ago, as the team lists are kind of getting down to only a few more teams. It's going to be Kinky Ramirez and Aurora this time. Gar's back on Sparrow. Benny the Bull this time going to be on Steel. Villiard rocking the Sevarog, and Jake Sim on his staple Howitzer.
So with, in terms of play-by-play, I'm probably not going to talk that much about it. But look at mid at the moment; they've got their carry and support in mid lane, which is very interesting. Steel on the right-hand side, and then for orange team, and then Aurora versus the Howitzer. So we haven't really got the typical positioning. Like everyone's over on mid. Is this something that's changed recently?
Yeah, this is a new strat. You haven't seen this yet, haven't you? I was going to ask.
No.
So
like completely, even in just like normal queued games.
There's a new strat coming out on the comp teams where people will run the ADC and the support mid lane. Usually it's a support rampage because you can exert a lot more jungle pressure out.
Yeah.
Because you can essentially make a 4v1 instead of the traditional 2 or 3v1.
That's so funny. So I guess until the yellow buff gets actually buffed up itself, we're not going to see carry going back on that lane until then.
Yeah, it's not an every time thing, but it's a legitimate strat.
Yeah. Jesus. Wow. Okay. Is it more as long as it's more exciting, then I don't care. It's absolutely fine. Because the last game I saw, it was definitely more MOBA oriented, like sitting back, like waiting to see what's going to happen. But it looks like, there's the Steel and Sparrow combination over a mid. Sparrow, although Steel kind of is wandering off here and there, but it is interesting. Like, I've not seen this yet, but that's just it's so
you're like, mind's blown.
So I'm just like, what the hell? Okay, this is fine. This has probably been going on for a while as well. But then like Howitzer over on the right hand side, I don't know, Howitzer in mid is just such a beautiful thing. It's like he's got so much CC and like the potential for the jungler to come in and gank and lock down an opponent. I just think if you've got Howitzer on your side, then putting in mid is also nice. But if you've got 2 Howitzers, one on each side, because it's mirrored, like it doesn't matter, then obviously, what do you do? And they stick them on the side. So fine, fair enough.
Yeah, so it's actually funny just listening to your mind being blown. You're like, I don't know what's going on. I've never seen this.
I don't know what the hell is interesting. Is it just because there's potential more action mid as well for these guys, and then maybe they can easily get into, because there's more of a PvP sense about the game as well. If the carry's in the middle with the support and there's a fight that erupts in the jungle, then the support and the carry can join in that fight.
Ideally, the power to roam right now is so strong. You can do a lot with it. So having that like fighter support in the mid lane is really good. And also, that the mid lane's the fastest CP gain. So that works for the carry as well. All around.
It's the fastest CP if it's 1v1 though, right?
Well, no, because your XP will still be a little slower, but the minions move down fastest mid lane no matter what.
Okay.
In every MOBA.
I think when this changes back to the gold buff being worth more, and the game turns more into a MOBA, you're going to see that support. You're going to see them move back instantly. It's going to happen.
What it really is, this is the strength of running a 2v1 lane map. Having that asymmetrical map, because you don't see this in League of Legends. You won't. The map's symmetrical. Top goes top.
Or anywhere, really.
In Dota, these strats run. This is a common thing in Dota. Because when you have these when you have these weird asymmetrical maps, you can see the support Muriel go into the off lane, support Muriel go into the mid lane. You can see these weird comps kind of come out and move around and actually be effective, because you're not losing out on something doing this, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's that. And that's the funny thing you say about Dota and stuff, and it's like, as me as a PvPer, as like a person who like casts and stuff, I never really got into MOBAs until I started playing this. Like, that's the funny thing about it. So it's like, like the only things I would know is from randomly watching some tournaments sometimes, whereas I'm not really interested in watching other MOBAs other than this, which is weird. But I think Paragon even like, I know having like almost like a mini podcast because there's nothing really happening at the moment. There's nothing crazy going on. Yeah, they're just farming.
The games
that's all they're
doing. Pretty consistently quiet throughout the day. I'm sorry, that's an actual telephone, guys. That's what a real telephone sounds like.
Yes.
Like one from the 90s.
I don't even know. What's his phone? Do we use our phones for calling people anymore? I don't think so.
It's down here. It rings at me. I don't know how to use it.
I'm just going to have a look at builds as well quickly to see who's got healing tokens and whatnot, which is going to be the... Oh, actually, the Kwang's got one. Severog is just going full farm with his like Stalker's Siphon, which is good and pretty much needed, I guess. There's nothing really much to look at the moment, to be fair. I mean, you know, Steel's going for pots as well. I mean, it's just Shepherd's Vial and Mender's Vial and whatnot.
That's a very support-oriented build for someone who's in a solo lane. Actually, no, he's playing support right now. He is mid lane.
He's kind of roaming at times. But also, the Aurora has a Scout Sword, which probably should just be got rid of, to be fair. I mean, she could get herself... On the next back, she just needs to get herself a card and some upgrades.
Yeah, look at Kinky's build. He's like, I'm just gonna in my deck pick one of every starter card I could find.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, he's got all round everything. Like he's got mana, health, armor in terms of just basic and ability, and then he's got a cast token. So he can give himself a little bit of a boost if he actually gets himself a card just with those one upgrades. And it's like, I think that's a testament to what the tournament's about. It's like you can't really be critical of people because it's a community tournament and it's just it's for fun and people are all different levels and stuff as well. But maybe people can learn some stuff maybe about what we're saying in this cast as well. But missing that kill over on the other lane.
Just talking about the free love of the Paragon community, someone dies.
I mean, an early kill, the first kill of the day. I mean, it doesn't really mean that much right now at the moment. I mean, Aurora gets the kill there. It must have been the Aurora kill that I did miss. Yeah, unfortunately.
It was Aurora.
So I had the builds up. Had the builds up as well. So that's good. There you go. Come back now. Let's see if he actually gets some cards. I mean, he's got a little bit of extra CP. It's going to be interesting.
He's actually just finishing off his burst engine instead.
Oh, look at Rampage. Oh, he misses his rock on Sparrow mid for blue team. And now he backs off, actually. The Sparrow. Look at the Sparrow being aggressive. Steel doesn't have his ult at the moment. If he did, I mean, I would have bashed my ult right on Sparrow there. And the ult on Steel got changed, right? The radius and the range?
It's a lot smaller. The range is actually a lot shorter, and the radius is a lot smaller by about 50 units all the way around.
But the impact is still the same in the damage.
No, they actually nerfed the damage last patch.
They actually nerfed the damage as well.
Yeah, so the first nerf was the damage. They brought down the actual base damage and the scaling.
Rip.
And then
that was why it was good. That was the reason why it was good.
And then the second nerf was the range and the radius.
Oh, Severog. He's not going to root the Sparrow in mid. That's interesting. Did he waste his root? I just saw him rush in towards the Sparrow as if he was going to go in for it. He's got his ult as well, so he could have actually gone for the root and the knockback into the tower. There's Rampage again. He's coming with his rock. He misses another one. He's got the green buff, but yeah, he's not hitting those rocks. He's not going for those plans. They're trying to chase Steel in the jungle at the moment. Rampage and Sparrow after that Steel. That Mr. Benny the Bull. It was a bit like Benny Hill just then, actually, to be honest, as well.
Yeah, I know. The games, like, we've been seeing Jay Sims' team last game, like you were watching, very afraid to engage until, like, the 35-minute mark. They just sort of, like, not having any of it. I wonder if that's Jake's shot calling. Be interesting to know. Sith Lord going in.
Oh, here we go. Look, they're pushing this mid tower already. Blue team trying to get onto that first orange team tower in the midpoint. Oh, wow. Steel is going to apparently run around the tower and not do much. That's fair enough. I'm not sure why. It just seemed really odd. I thought he was on their team for a second because I was like, what's he doing? He's not actually, he's just running around. But Rampage just, ults up and moves in there. And that's a nice movement there by Howitzer into mid to just, rain down the pain, make sure that they can zone out the enemies and they can push back. But I think Steel needs to watch out from time to time, but just about his positioning, and he's got his ult, but I think he'd already used it, so he couldn't get out of there quite easily. Just needs to watch his position. If you get that ult now, if you don't hit it, like you're gonna be almost
you'll be like
useless.
When you first see that ult come up, you'll be surprised how small it really is.
That's what she's saying.
I think they already nerfed it. I think they stealth nerfed the radius of it last week, like the last patch too, because
it was definitely in the notes. The radius and the range was in the same patch, and I didn't know that the damage had been nerfed actually.
I feel like they they might have stealth nerfed it beforehand, because it's actually the range of it now is roughly the size of Hail of Arrows. It's not as big as it used to be.
Okay, so that's not too bad.
You can't like 5-man ult a team from across the map anymore.
Right. Okay.
You have to like standing beside them.
Damn, that's a shame. That was fun though, because it was very impactful. It was like pretty much the main reason you picked Steel, because it was just ridiculous.
I think it was the speed of it, to be honest. Like
yeah.
So
I like
fast.
that as well. Completely. Yeah. It's just so good. Like CC is the king, right? At the moment, specifically.
Especially with CC stuns being so long. Like 2 second stuns. And
in a game where you can
time to kill 3 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty good that they nerfed that, but they need to buff some of the other heroes like the Rangers. I think you guys were talking about. Oh god, what were we talking about earlier?
Grim.
You were talking about Grim. That's right, you were.
He will be getting probably a bit of a buff soon. I don't know if you've seen the patch notes, but in 2 patches from now, we're going to be seeing 18 to 20 heroes get a
that's good
update, and then we're gonna see 20 cards get update.
I mean, it's been moved back into alpha, really, essentially. I mean, it's almost in that alpha state when they've got to rework everything and sort it out. Because the map's okay. I think they're going to still they've got to make alterations and balance the map still. This game is very slow. Is it 1 kill? We've seen 1 kill.
We've seen 1 kill in 13 minutes. Yeah, that sounds about right. You're not.
Sorry, 1 kill apiece. 1 kill apiece.
Is it 1 kill apiece?
Yeah,
it is 1 kill apiece. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's have a look. See if Aurora's actually and still hasn't actually got any cards. Hasn't actually. This must be a bug because she's still not upgraded. I think this is a bug.
No, she's at.
Oh no.
14
She's got burst engine. She's got burst engine. See this is the thing. Like maybe something that she doesn't know. Like even just as a. Oh look, there's the Deca fence deliver in the midpoint, and Ben he goes down again. He's died twice now as a sport. It's not great, but then they get the Sparrow kill as well. Rampage is definitely on the rampage. Over on the right-hand side as well, if you look at Kwang, he's trying to attack this tower. He's going to get it down, actually. All that offensiveness over on the mid lane, and Kwang can actually get a tower out of it in the end, so they can actually back off if they need to. I don't think they're going to, though, because they got Steel and Sparrow kill.
Oh, it looks like they're going straight in. There's the rock from Sith Lord. Oh!
No, he misses. Oh, my God, that was so close.
Right over the shoulder.
Okay, mid lane as well. They get 2 towers out of that first. Now, that's what you need to do. If you get kills in this game, take advantage of it, and that's exactly what they did. They got the left-hand, they got the right-hand side tower, sorry, if you're looking directly at the map anyway, and they got the mid tower as well. They took advantage. Now they're going back, they're farming the jungle. They can't really go into their jungle anymore because they're obviously respawning themselves, and they're back up like Steel and Sparrow mid. They need to be careful when they know that Rampage is strong. They know that he can obviously throw his rock, very quickly when he's in his ult. So they can't get stuck under the tower. If the tower's low, they just need to leave it, because if them dying and losing the tower is just like the worst thing you can do. So hopefully.
One thing I do like in this game is that there's not much of a mirror match going on.
Mm-hmm.
The only mirrors on the game are the howitzers.
Sparrows and the howitzers, yeah.
Which Sparrow's the strongest ADC in the game now, if you haven't caught the memo on that one. Because her piercing arrow got a huge buff, so it actually hits for like 400 damage now. And
I've been playing I'm playing 3 hours a day, so it's good. I am playing that. It's just interesting to see how much of a divide. Oh, look at Deca going in, trying to get that stun off onto the Sparrow. Rampage misses his rock again. If he got his rock off, those fights would end even quicker, and the Steel ults into the back line, so the front line where the Rampage is, and the Kwang comes in to get the mid. So blue team are going to win this game. That's already happening. in my opinion. But, I mean, they're going to get mid now. They've just got to get this tower. I mean, Sparrow's jumping into the tower now. She needs to wait for minions. There's just little mistakes and little things they could be doing a little bit better here and there. But at the moment, you know, the blue team's making less mistakes. Oh, look, the Aurora. Oh, the Aurora as well. Is that you get the rampage?
Gets purity censored.
No way.
Yeah, the
nice.
purity sensor came out, and the blue team reacts.
Oh my god! Sensor now.
Yeah, dude, purity sensor. Because Aurora, when Aurora was introduced, purity sensor became the first buy card for a decker.
Amazing, amazing. I didn't know it was the first buy card for the decker. Even like, but Aurora, is that being used at like top level as well? Though?
Yes. She's got
really
the horror. You're like, oh my god!
What are you doing?
Where have I been? It's like walking out of a cave.
The thing is like I do watch from time to time, but I've just because I'm running a stream myself and like doing casting so many things, it's been difficult to get in other than like casting today. Yeah, I mean, it's just like the Aurora, but the Aurora team is not winning, and that is the reason there. I mean, you know, the Decker knows the stuff. She's got the purity sensor. I mean, I've been using it myself, specifically against Aurora comps, but I didn't realize it was at that high level. But is it high level NA or high level E?
Both use Aurora. She was a top priority pick. Because her ultimate, you know how her ultimate works, right?
Yeah.
So it actually chains off of minions and your teammates. Even if you've already been hit. So you can be hit multiple times by the same thing. So if you don't have... If the team doesn't pay attention, Aurora walks in to a bar, CC's the whole bar. Like,
yeah. Okay.
So she's...
Well, I guess that's Hunter's Guile and other things like that, and other reasons why other things come in, I guess.
Which is why we've seen a lot of Hunter's Guile, a lot of purity sensors and stuff like that to counteract her. But she's a very strong pick. That Hoarfrost does like 300 some damage, and the root lasts for 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds.
Right.
And the Hoarfrost itself, the ring's up for 6.
And that cooldown is 90 seconds, which is actually very low for the purity sensor.
Yeah.
And the cooldown on the Aurora
is the exact same. So
literally she's countered. Like that her main damage ability, her main reason being is almost countered.
Instantly, yes.
So that's why I'm asking, like, it's interesting that it in a comp, like unless you avoid fights or don't go for fights where like big team fights for Aurora specifically, and she's ganking more, I guess is what happens.
She becomes a second engage, to be honest.
Okay.
You gotta try and find the right spot for her, but she's still a very, very strong champion. Can still be utilized very well.
God, yeah, Jesus. I mean the E, like, you know, that it's ridiculous for stopping minions. I mean, it's one of the best ones, right? Because they just walk into it. I mean, you can jungle. I mean, later in the game as well, and even like in my level of queuing or whatever, like she can jungle even just to, you know, because of that flipping E. It's just ridiculous. She never gets hit. She can jump in, do the damage she needs to, and then come pop out. I mean, she's got so much mobility as well. It's that is kind of ridiculous. I think she's one of those heroes that maybe needs to be looked at.
She needs toned down a little bit. Really, her biggest problem, she only has 2 damaging abilities, but they're really strong.
Yeah.
And then she has the mobility to get in, get out, plus teleblink.
Yeah. That's the thing.
What are you gonna do about that sort of thing?
Oh, I'm wondering what she's going for now. I mean, she's going for power. She's still not upgraded that card. I mean, she's taking away. You know, if she's going for 2s in that, she can already get rid of. I mean, she's built up the tempered plate as well. She's got 3 greater guard. Now, this is again that experience that she could have just put 3 1-point cards and just into that burst engine. She's not done that. She's just gone into the tempered plate. So these little things really are going to screw you over. I mean, this is not like high-end competitive top team play, but it's interesting to see that still people, even though entering the tournament, that knowledge is not known by people. Just basically building up your cards to give you a bonus, you know? I mean, it's
a lot of the people in the tournament might not have the most experience, or they might not have. Whoa.
Yeah, which is cool. Which is cool, you know, because at least they want to come in. Like, but then there's the hope that maybe they'll watch it. Hopefully, they'll get some knowledge from it as well. Oh, look at that rock! Oh, see, there you go. Howie's a good job. Gets out there in the end. That's a really nice fence as well by the Decker. Both Howies go for their ult as well, raining down the pain, and it doesn't look like everyone's going to come out unscathed, actually. And the complete everyone is. Oh, look at the Aurora from behind. Good job. She gets the rampage, but no one is there to really follow up. Did the Sparrow not have her ult? And she's on cooldown. See, are they in comms with each other?
Yes.
Okay. So there was just a little bit of disconnect there, but obviously they're all single players. Are they single players mostly signing up as well?
It's single players, or you can sign up with a team. Blue team, I'm pretty sure, is a full team, which is very prominent when you see how they're playing the game. They're doing a very good job.
I mean, it's that synergy, right? Because if the Aurora comes in and she puts her ult out, you know, that's a big, it's still a fairly big cooldown in 90 seconds, yeah. And like then the Sparrow needs to follow up with her ult, and you've killed 2 or 3 people there. I mean, they're almost dead. Yeah. But, you know, no cooldown. So it's just a little bit of communication. There you go. Steel's doing a good job. And he defends the Aurora there as well.
And you are seeing the power of that Aurora's mobility is that she basically gets jumped 4v1 and then gets away for free sort of situation. If you guys are wondering who the second caster is, this is Jebro Unity. He's been a caster for Paragon for quite some time now. However, he took a bit of hiatus because, as we were saying earlier, he got married. He moved.
He got married and moved country.
Yeah, so he's been busy. He's been gone for a while. So if you've ever if you ever played a Fallout game, where like the very first time you open the vault door and you see like the wasteland, in that case, the vault for Jebro, the vault is legacy, and Monolith is opening the door to the wasteland.
Wow,
so this is a new experience for him.
No, the bugs in the replay are the fun thing to look at as well. Oh my good lord.
We had some good ones.
I was at Raptors and I was like, wow, I'm in Minecraft. What's happening right now?
Oh, that's not even a replay. That's an actual game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that happens.
I was going for Raptors the other day though, and that didn't happen to me. Oh, maybe it's just random occasions. Okay.
Yeah, you'll see it in the actual game as well. Which is the fun part. This is how things are happening.
This is interesting.
You should have seen the first game. The first game we replays, the more and more bugs were happening as the game was going on, so we didn't even fix it. Right. We just left it as is and just watched to see what happened.
You know what's gonna happen. It'll just start again. I mean, at the moment, I'm just having a look at builds here. Look at the Rampage. I mean, he's going to be doing a lot of damage. Starting to get into his really stacked cards now. He's going for his Snakevine Mesh. That's been one of those cards which is really popular on the growth side of things. I got that. See, look, at least I'm running builds alongside these people. I'm not really looking them up, so I feel quite good about this.
Usually what you see is, for Rampage, you'll see two Madstones and a Flashfire is kind of the popular build for him. When I play Rampage, I'm trying to be more tank and health, so I opt for more for the Snakevine Meshes and a bit of like low health Guardian Wards and stuff like that.
I mean, he's got the ability armor, which is important, and he's got the attack speed and the damage as well. So it's just the basic damage, like when it comes up against carries and maybe quite anyone actually, maybe even just the howitzer. Steel, I'm wondering what he's running actually. Just having a look at his build. He's still got those pots as well.
He's holding on to them really well for now.
They're really weird with their upgrades though. I mean, again, this is just an experience thing, but like going for, he's got 2 free divine healths in his Guardian's Ward, and then he's got a whirling wand with a 1 upgrade. So it's like a bit of confusion about what he's going for in his builds. Like he's going for some damage, he's going for attack speed as well, and then in his ward he's going for health. So there is that. Oh, howitzer mid. I wonder if we've seen this orange tower potentially going down. Oh look, they take out the Sparrow as well. Here comes the Sevarog. I want to try to take some of these members out, and Decker as well. Unexpected, actually. Look at the howitzer with that blink. Oh, he is aggressive as hell. Rampage needs to haul ass and get out of there. He ults and jumps out. He rocks, but here comes Steel. Look, he gets the ult. No, good job. He's got to be dead. And the ult as well from the... Aurora. That is a 3-man wipe. Good job. There we go. There's some team coordination. That was much better. Like 10 times better. Howitzer backs. Why is Howitzer backing? What's he doing?
Mana.
No, it doesn't matter. No! Also attack the tower. No. See, this is where they got 3 kills there. They need to get this mid tower. Screw Kwang and Howitzer. Push the other lanes. Go into the jungle. Take some of the camps. Take the green. Do something. They need to get something specifically out of this. and they've wasted a really good push there. If Howitzer hadn't have backed, they would have got that tower as well.
He's full health, half mana. Yeah, he really needed to be there.
Like, he could have just auto-attacked. Even if he just had full health, they needed to get something out of that. See, they've learned one lesson. They communicated, and their synergy was very good on that mid-fight. But then they didn't get anything out of it. And if you're down, how they're down at the moment in terms of towers, they've not got a tower down.
That is true. There's all the towers are up on the blue team.
That was the best chance for them to come back into the game and not only get one tower because it's 25 minutes into the game, but get two. They could have at least got 2 towers out of that, I believe. Or at least push the lane, you know?
But what we saw in the last game is the Orange team had a very, very weak early game. Like, Taboo was support Howitzer, and he was 5-0 on support Howitzer in the first 10 minutes. So the Orange team that we're seeing now had a very, very weak early game. They essentially waited until 30 minutes before they actually started playing the game. So they're on par. Right. They're literally on par with what we've seen so far, where they wait until the 25-minute mark to then start nudging a lead here and there. And once they organize their team fight, we'll start seeing probably a stronger showing out of them. But if blue team gets ahead of them before that, then, you know...
Oh, look at the rampage. It looks like he's searching for a Sparrow. Or they're going for Raptors. No, he's just warding off the Sparrow, actually. Doesn't even want to go for the Raptors. Oh, no, they're going to go for it now. So Orange team are going to go for... Sorry, Blue team are going to go for that one singular Raptor. As Decker is just going to be on the mid for the Blue team as well. Just watching out. That's just quite good positioning from them. Even Howitzer is kind of zoning out by just walking around over on that side when they get the Raptor. He moves back. Quite a lot of wards up as well. There's not really many wards crossing either. Oh look, Severog jungler fight. Here comes Severog and Kwang there, and so we can see defense. I think that might have been a bit of a wasted ult there, to be honest.
I need the other Sparrow. No, I missed the kill.
It's all good. Severog did die. Well, we know what happened. It wasn't that difficult. They cornered him in their side of the jungle. Blue team just picking off a couple of kills here and there now. And now it's interesting to see what they are going to do with the advantage that they've just had. Are they going to use it to take, just even the river camp or just to take some of the jungle? Look, Kwang's in there. There you go. He's doing what he should be doing. He's stealing a couple of minions. Now, even if he takes 2 minions, like in the jungle, at least he's getting something out of it, Yeah. He's stealing their way to farm the jungle and whatnot. Even Howitzers over on the other side. Oh, look at that nice mine knockback as well. At least you've got your ult to always get you out of trouble if you should so need.
Oh, Jake should have dived. One more auto. That's all would have needed.
I can't see health bars, so.
Oh, you can't? If you go back by 10 seconds, it'll show everything.
Oh, and my timer just went right forward, so I don't even know what time you're at now.
Okay, so I'm at 29 minutes and I'm paused.
Okay, I'll just get to that point. Because it's a bit more casual, this cast. I like it.
Yeah, there's a lot less going on from what we're used to.
Wait, 29 on the clock on the top, right?
Not on the game time.
Okay, let me give it a
It's on the timeline, it's 31:12.
Okay.
And just let me know, and then we'll have it.
Alright, it's going to be another couple of seconds. I'll just tell you when it's there. All right.
I'm just staring at the pretty particle effects for now. This game is so pretty. I'm so happy they kept the weird giant crooked tree.
You're so happy that what?
They kept the weird giant white tree that was in Legacy, that on top of the map. They kept it.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm at 31:12, by the way.
31:12? Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, good stuff. Yeah, as soon as I clicked on the other players, and did that thing, it basically just completely skipped on me. So all good, doesn't matter. No worries.
Is everything back to normal now?
It's fine. I've got the HP bars back as well.
Hooray! Yeah, over in the right lane on Aurora, we have an engagement. Kinky Ramirez doing a really good job over there.
She needs to disengage. Oh no! Actually, it's something from the jungle. He misses his route and roots minions instead. He should have come in there. He didn't need to root him. What he should have done is go for his ult, and the Aurora could be in trouble. The Kwang could turn around and kill her, but he's thinking that the Severog is still after him. If he'd planted a ward down there, he could have done a little bit better with that. I think he could have got the Aurora kill and got out, actually. But the thing is, it's like I think the Howitz is coming along as well. You know, 1 kill for 1 kill. Yeah, I mean,
Score's pretty close right now.
Horrible.
If we look at builds, Jake Sim and Raining Dogs are actually very close to each other. Both supports are also like the teams are very, very close with not too many card points difference from either one. So we have Camtyke at 45, so he's ahead of the enemy Sparrow. But Jake Sim's ahead of Raining Dogs. We have Valiard behind. Valiard's probably the furthest behind right now. He's at 25 card points. So he has less card points than minutes in the game by 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Which could really hurt him.
I mean, there's something that Kinky Ramirez said in chat. You could definitely be in trouble. Building tank in this game doesn't mean what it meant in Legacy.
Yeah.
Building tank in this game gives you another second or two of health, like second or two of life. Like, people die quickly in this game. It doesn't matter. Even if you build armor, like, and health, it's not... It depends which character you are. If you're Aurora, yeah, cool. But you're still not building damage as well. Which I don't think, like, you shouldn't... I'm not sure how much armor you should really be building and health on Aurora, to be honest. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's
people
something at comp level.
Her, when I build her, I'm not the greatest Aurora ever. But when I build her, I actually build her CDR.
Okay.
With some mana regen and a blink, because her entire kits are ultimate. So you go in.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, if she's
sort of thing, get them off, and you leave.
Yeah, I mean, if she's supporting her team in terms of, you know, building the ult, and everyone else, pardon me, is building that damage. I mean, now look, she's got armor and health, but just that one Q from the Kwang, and she's almost going to be done. Although there you go, Howitzer comes in as well. The Kwang's very in the world. He's going to die here, surely, easily. So again, you know, she stalls the fight, waits for someone to come in and actually back her up. There you go. So that's working for him. I mean, if that's the tactic they want to go for, and that's the build he wants to use, then that makes sense, you know. Same for everyone and every team and every player. So as long as they're synergizing well and the communication's there, which it was, then all good, all gravy. Makes sense, you know.
I'm learning again.
This is the thing, but like the thing is, it's like, and a lot of games get locked into it. You know, they every team starts to build the same. Every team starts to build health and all armor and like, oh look, there's the Aurora again, and that allows her to get in so close once again, the armor and the health. But still, if you've got 3 players on you, you're gonna die. Oh wow, gets out. Amazing. Although they could argue if she had the health, she didn't have the health and armor, she wouldn't have survived that.
No.
But I mean, Aurora can get into that position without running so much health and armor. I don't feel like that's the reason why you should be running it, but okay. I mean, it's working out for us, so.
Jebro's learning today.
I'm just like, I've just not even seen a high level that being run that tanky, I suppose. So, I mean, unless I'm wrong.
It's the Jebrocational stream.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah, but other than that, I mean, having a look again, you know, around the Orb Prime, they're just trying to ward out as well at the moment, the blue team Sparrow. I'm not even going by names anymore. It's blue team Sparrow and red team Sparrow. That's what we're going for right now.
We're just throwing the script out the window.
There's a script. But at least, you know, I mean, blue team, orange team, some members, you can see there's definite difference in knowledge between some members on the team. I mean, you got some people who have got, you know, oh, Steel's up there now. I mean, his build is now useful. The Wind Carver Blade's almost done, but he's got a lot of health, but then attack speed and damage, and it's like,
would you want that on your support Steel?
Yeah, do you want that really? I mean, in a team fight, he's gonna be using his ult, and he's gonna be able to get in there with his ult. But then, you know, it's not as if he's known for his attack speed and his damage just by, you know, his ability damage. I mean, I don't really understand, like, if out of anything you would go for, it would be Wind Carver Blade. But okay.
I do actually build Wind Carver Blade on my Steel.
Right. Okay. Is there a reason specifically?
Well, because after you press R, you press Q, you got nothing, right? So
yeah, true.
The attack.
Even if you're playing support, though.
Yeah, I'll get a 6 point. I'll really low cost one just to have it in there.
Okay.
just to, like, if I need to go and wave clear for a bit, it helps you wave clear, because your auto attacks aren't too awful. Oh, we got a fight going on between the two sparrows.
You just need to keep going with the play-by-play, because you've got camera, so you should definitely keep doing that. So it's gonna be calling different stuff otherwise.
Oh, we do have, yeah, we have, well, a lot of the team, the thing in these tournaments is a lot of the team fights happen in 3 different places.
Yeah.
So
it's just Paragon. It's always been like that as well, especially now. I mean, look at Orange Team now. They're able to get that T1 down. They can easily get T1 towers at the moment. They need to commit to some of these fights a little bit more. Look at Steel and Sparrow on the left-hand side for Orange Team as well on their off lane. I mean, they could push Rampage back a little bit, maybe apply pressure mid. Severog's backing off, and I'm not sure why. I mean, where's he going right now? He's just going to defend the tower. But look, Aurora's going as well, so I'm not sure why both of them needed to do that. Howitzer's backing up left, but the thing is, if they both go over to the right-hand lane, then, you know, they're going to be a bit stuck. They could have just pushed someone with on the left-hand side. They're going to be able to get the tower, and actually might kill Rampage here. Look at Jake Sim. Oh, good job. The damage, man. Immense. Are they going to be able to catch up the deck ahead? They need to be careful with that.
That Howitzer looks like he's in trouble. No, Jake Sim should have been more aggressive on that pathing.
Oh, he blinks back. He E's and then blinks back. That's actually quite nice. A mistake made by him more than anything.
Yeah, they're going to engage.
Oh, look at the Aurora. Oh my god, they're gonna get a kill. Oh, good job. Good job. Howitzer needs to get out. He needs to get out, Jake Sim. Take the jungle, take the buffs, get the river camps.
Run.
They're not up yet. Yeah, just run.
Yeah, Aurora does work, dude. She's very capable of it.
Look at this. What's the cooldown on that blink? Jesus.
They're running teleblink, so it's a 15-second cooldown.
Oh yeah. Blimey, O'Reilly. Yeah. I mean, the mobility on the Howitzer is just ridiculous. I mean, he's got his E and he's got his blink as well, and he's got his ult. He's got his slow on his right click. That is pretty immense. Like he's just in and out like anything.
Yeah.
Wow. Sorry.
For anyone, sorry. Just I have streams kind of asking questions. For anyone wondering right now, this is the PCL Arcade. It's run on the second PCL stream. When we don't have the NA event, when we don't have the EU event, this is what we're doing. It's going to be a community event where the comp teams can't play in it. So if you want to have a single sign-up, you want to play with your friends in a team environment, a tournament environment, this is where you're doing that. If you want to have practice with your teams, but you don't want to go against Carbon, this is the place to have that opportunity. And it's also, we're going to run like fun events, like a little ARAM tournament, or reverse draft tournament, or like, you know, just fun community games.
It's just a chill community tournament. That's all it is, you know. We're not being like super keen in terms of commentary. I'm almost relearning the game doing this. That's why Jack has given me the opportunity to come back in and to start to really understand the game again. And I'm playing, but it's not the same as casting. And we're just chilling, guys. Like,
just have,
you know, you're always going to get those calls in chat about the game is dead and the, you know, blah blah blah. It's actually not true. Like, there's a lot about the game which needs to be like. There is no one is oblivious to the fact that at the moment Paragon is like taking steps back in terms of its production.
Yeah,
because they needed to. Like, it's just an obvious thing. I've been a shoutcaster in esports and like games for a long time. Sometimes you think, pardon me. For a game to go forward, you need to go back a long way to fix things. And, you know, in my opinion, I still prefer Legacy over this map. I actually just genuinely prefer it because I like the map. But this map is better for the game, and it's gonna be greatly improved. Like, I came back to the game for a reason, because I really enjoy playing. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of potential here. They've got a lot of work to do, but, you know, if you don't like it at the moment, go away, come back with a different head on, go and play some other games, realise they're shit, and then come back. You know? It's just the way it is. It's as simple as that. And I don't normally swear, because I'm normally quite professional, but it's a bit different today. So I just get passionate about that kind of stuff. Yeah. It's all about that. But it's just the way it is. It's the way of PvP games, especially games that are in, you know, the quotations beta or whatever. But, you know, it was like that in OT as well. You know, they changed a lot of stuff since the online testing phases in alpha. So it's just inevitable, boys and girls. It's just inevitable.
I'm pretty happy with the state. Like, if the next patch is as good
as it should be. I'm
Yeah.
pretty happy with where the state of the game's going right now. Like, we're starting to make some actual progress.
I mean, it's like, it's like anyone who, and like people behind the scenes and don't know much about game programming and game development, like you don't understand how much work and effort it takes in terms of developing a game. You know, if you do one thing, it can affect. You know, let's change Aurora's damage output. Let's lower it. Okay, that game potentially is going to go a lot slower. Team fights are going to be slow, and the games potentially maybe extend by 10 minutes. You know, just as an example. I'm not saying that's the exact thing that's going to happen.
But the neat thing about MOBAs is every little small change is going to have an effect on the larger picture sort of thing.
Yeah. So you have to be specific. You have to be so careful. And you know, sometimes it takes them a while to change some things, and you know, that's just the same. Like, and no game development company is perfect. And I think out of any game dev company that's making a PvP game, I think Epic is still learning a lot of lessons, because essentially they haven't really got that experience as well, other than the people that they've brought in. And I think they're doing really well. But, you know, oh, the Rampage again is in no man's land. He needs to use his right click. He's going to be able to do that right now. I'm not sure if he got knocked or if he jumped.
He was hanging around in the wrong neighborhood for too long.
There you go. Severok's going to get his root. The Aurora uses Hurry as well, knocks him back. They should be able to get the kill, but where's Blue Team's about? He's so tanky. But look, Quen comes in and he gets the Severok kill. Is Rampage still alive?
I think he's dead. No, he's dead. It's just the game's bugged.
Okay.
Replays today, guys.
He's just like, I'm alive and I'm standing there.
Here, I'm gonna hit back 10 seconds, okay? And
good job.
Okay, I'm hitting back 10 seconds in 3, 2, 1 now. So we're back 10 seconds. That should fix everything.
Oh wait. Okay, sorry. Wait a minute. What time are you on now?
I'm at 41:38, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, now I'm with you.
Okay, cool.
That was the clock up top, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm with you. I'm there.
Yeah.
Okay, they get themselves another tower. I mean, that push was good from the orange team. I mean, it took them so long to get the Rampage down. They used so many cooldowns, man, that they had nothing left for that fight when Blue came in. When they started to come in for support, wow. And Blue won out on that. They got themselves a tower. They got themselves a kill. Okay, Rampage is still off in the distance.
I think they're going to prime.
They should be. This team has actually been using their time efficiently, and they're not going to do it though. They could have gone into the jungle. Did we see Sparrow pick up anything there as well? She might have picked up a few.
Sparrow walked into the wrong direction and
she's going for Howitzer.
Now she's going to be.
Oh my god, the damage!
Get him! Kill Jake!
He's definitely gone. There oh no! What the hell? What? Jake Sim is running like the glassiest build. The Sparrow almost got one-shotted by an auto attack there. I'm sure of it. That was ridiculous. Look where he's running. I mean, he's running meltdowns. He's got the Hydroverser as well. I know all about that. Infinity Stream. I mean, it's still not like crazy damage, but I guess like
Jake likes his Infinity Stream. If you're running Hydroverser though, Infinity Stream is pretty helpful. With that being said, if you run Hydroverse and Infinity Stream, your damage output is severely reduced. Oh, and now that Sparrow's going in, and there she goes.
This has got to be a blue team game, surely, at the moment. I mean, they just got to push this in here, at least get into the jungle, at least go for maybe, or go for Prime here as well. I still can't see the Rampage on my screen, unfortunately.
he is now gone. There. No, he's there for me.
He's there for me as well. So that, again, you know, talking about those different things like this. I guess another reason why this is good. This is a chill tournament because we can't see what the hell the Rampage is doing at the moment. Because at the moment he's DC for me, or maybe he actually did DC. I don't know. Maybe.
No, he's on the map for me. Like the actual fix to a lot of the replay bugs is like hitting the back 10 seconds button.
Okay. So, did it work? It's worked for you now.
It did work for me when I did it.
Okay.
Do you want me to do it again for you?
Yeah, do that.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, okay.
3, 2, 1, boop.
Okay, done.
There.
Yeah, he's back. He's back. Welcome back, dude. Welcome back. Sith Lord Unicorn. That's what happens when you're a unicorn and a Sith Lord. This is just the way it is.
So
Are they going for orb? There you go.
Got it. They got it. Kinky's coming in.
Oh, they got it. But they're going to die. Deca comes in. She's going to stop the Aurora from being any more offensive. But just using her ult being effective. Oh, fence onto the Aurora. Aurora's dead. Gone. That's going to be her out of the fight. There we go. There's 2 deaths now onto this orange team. Blue have won this. They've got orb. They've got to push mid. They should just win this now. Come on. Push forward. Ooh. Oh, look at the howitzer from top. Oh, so much damage. Oh my god. Tyke just almost getting deleted off 1 or 2 auto attacks from the howitzer. That's kind of ridiculous.
That R2000 damage is real strong.
Why do they back so much? Deca backed again. I mean, that's not too bad, but taking a long time to decide what cards you want. When you've got orb and you've got someone off the map, like, go forward, dude. Group up mid, go forward, win the fight, win the game. They got it, surely.
We're gonna try something new here. I'm just saying this now. I'm using a controller for the camera. I've never done this, so this will be.
It's smoother. It's overall like, but you can't click play. Like, it's difficult to click players more specifically.
Yeah. Let's see.
Practice, man. This is what this tournament's about. You can practice casting. Maybe you can get like just community people in that want to have a laugh. It's like mix it up, man. All good.
It is the PCL Arcade after all. All right, here we go. Yeah, this is a little smoother. I can control with 2 thumbsticks. It's
definitely
fast.
smoother. But at the moment, they're pushing mid. They should be able to get this. You've only got the Sevarog and the Howitzer defending at the moment. Rampage can ult in. Easy. Sparrow's on the side. That's that done. Should be able to win the game. If they get the kill on Steel as well. Look at the Sevarog just absolutely wiped up. Rampage and Sparrow. The thing is, while they're going for the kill... Oh no, they could get the kill on Sparrow here actually, as the ult from the Aurora comes in. That health and armor is not helping you now, Aurora. Now you'd probably want some more damage.
Dies where the dash goes off, and that's a full team wipe.
That's definitely the game. They've got too much sustain in a way in their builds, where I think that sometimes they just needed that extra damage in places. I mean, Jake Sim, he had a ton of damage on ours, so you got the Sparrow as well. And the Several, maybe they were a bit too glassy with the Steel, I don't know. His build is major strikes, major kinetics. You know, there's only health in his Guardian Ward. You've not really got a solid frontliner. I mean, actually, the solid frontliner is probably Aurora.
For them?
And maybe Sevarog with lifesteal.
Well, Sevarog he went full damage Sevarog.
That's the thing. Like, who's going to be taking the hits as you move in? They've got the Rampage there, you know, and that's going on the front line. They've got the Quang as well. And then you've got the Deca who can fence off while the rest of them retreat if they get into trouble. You've got no one like that on the orange team. You've got no one who can really peel away other than, you know, maybe Steel, but then he's definitely going to die.
Yeah, his late game... Yeah. Like, the team fight should have been in favor of the orange team. Because they had Sevarog, Steel, and Aurora. That is a beefy front line.
Yeah.
Apparently it wasn't enough, though.
No, I don't think so. I mean, you know, there's different about Steel, you know, his damage pays off late game and stuff. But then it's like realizing roles. It's like, okay, like a... mid-tier level, like low to mid-tier level, maybe, you know, having a Steel that can do damage is fun and is cool and is a laugh and you can get kills and you can win games. But when you're going against another team and that might be fairly organized, having a damaged Steel that might be your frontliner who hasn't got much tankiness or at least much survivability.
That was the thing. They had their front line had no survivability. They were building damage on their Sevarog and their Steel. Their Aurora had a little bit of tank, but like not enough.
I mean, lifesteal is fairly... I mean, if he can get the damage off, I guess, then it's going to be okay. But if he's getting taken down by rangers, like Howitzer and then Sparrow, and then he gets fenced off and he can't get the range he needs, he's not going to be getting any lifesteal. He's not going to be able to, you know, be close to take them out and stuff. So it's like, you know, I mean, if you segregate them off... I mean, you saw in that last team fight as well, specifically, you know, the Sevarog, I believe, and the Steel started going after Sparrow, who was running away. But as they were doing that, they were getting taken out by Rampage and Quang from behind. So it's like, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah. Like, you've not got that tankiness to enable, you know, the sustain through the fight. They're obviously being killed anyway, so they just want to get some kills. But still, situations like that, I just feel like
you're seeing the teams, like the team fights, be a lot more disorganized. Because the players are pickup teams, or they're just like it's literally playing solo queue for a day, sort of thing.
Pretty much. Pretty much. So that's where that is. I mean, and at least they have got comms, but when you're going against the team, and I think, did you say the blue team is a team, or
the blue team, they did sign up as a full team, so they were able to. And the funny thing is they weren't. If I top of my head, I think they're only plat at best. So they actually, and Jake and Kinky, they're high elo too. So I was surprised by the turnout in that match, to be honest. Blue team did have a very strong showing. They did really good. They get to move on, and all that stuff. But we're gonna go to break for 5 minutes, get everything sorted out, give you guys some fresh tunes, and then we'll be back in about 5-10 minutes at most to give you guys the next game. So we'll see you in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.